Good morning. This is Keloland on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
A former massage therapist who's accused of inappropriately touching some of his customers will stand trial. On Thursday, a Minnehaha County judge denied Kurt Smith's request to have the charges of sexual contact without consent dropped after another day of testimony.
Thor Thonvold took the stand Thursday on behalf of the state. He's a certified massage therapist and on the South Dakota Massage Therapy Board. He testified that therapists are taught to use drapes, which are basically sheets to cover private areas.
Typically with sheet draping and stuff like that, that should be a line of do not cross.
The judge says there's probable cause that Smith acted outside the scope of his practice and denied the defense's motion to have the charges dismissed.
Smith will have to stand trial twice, one for each alleged victim. The dates for those two trials are October 9th and 10th and November 13th and 14th.
A Sioux Falls daycare worker is in the Minnehaha County Jail facing child abuse charges. According to court documents, 38-year-old Chelsea Struss is accused of hitting and pushing multiple children, and the alleged crimes were caught on camera.
The alleged victims were 1-year-olds at Next Gen Kids Daycare. When she was told to stop, court documents say Struss told a coworker she was, quote, overstimulated and had a lot going on. Her first court hearing has not been scheduled.
Law enforcement agencies are cutting down on dangerous driving. It includes racing and speeding in Sioux Falls.
A recent multi-agency saturation patrol resulted in nearly 200 citations and almost a dozen arrests. Sioux Falls police say they will continue to enforce laws with a number of saturations this year.
With the help of federal funding, we're able to add officers to normal patrol times and increase the officer visibility, the officer presence, as well as the officer's ability to pull cars over, stop them, and enforce it with citations.
Police conducted 5 saturations last year.
Officers say they've seen positive results in the past.
Now let's get a check of our weather with meteorologist Scott Monk. Cooling off today, Scott.
A cool day today. Temperatures will be below average. Windy, too. To start the day, we have northerly winds across eastern Keloland, 15-25 miles per hour. Some of those wind gusts approaching 30. Strong winds will continue through the morning, slowly start to die down later this afternoon and for this evening. We'll have highs in the 40s and 50s today. Cannot rule out an isolated shower during the afternoon either. Brian will have more details on your forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. We've revealed 3 Player of the Year nominees so far this week, including Sydney Trevine, Ashlyn Copel, and Olivia Paget. Our 4th finalist is our first from Class B, and that is Liz Boucher from Sanborn Central Woonsocket.
The junior helped the Blackhawks reach the Class B title game as they knocked off reigning state champion Centerville in the semifinals. Though they fell runner-up to Bennett County, Boucher and SCW made a historic postseason run as it was just the program's 3rd appearance in the championship game.
Boucher's progression through the season served as a major catalyst for that run.
Once the season got going, she was really playing really well, started to play with a lot of confidence as the season went, and you could tell all the things that she'd worked on through the offseason were really showing up, and that really helped anchor the team and lead the team.
Boucher averaged 19.5 points, nearly 6 rebounds, and 3.5 steals per game this season.
A youth league here in Sioux Falls has accomplished a goal 20 years in the making, getting its own facility.
The Christian Youth Activities League bought the old Bartlett Basketball Academy on West 43rd Street at the end of March. They renovated the building and opened for members of the organization on Tuesday.
I know some of the people that had played for us back in the day, you know, that have kids now that are beginning to play. They've come and seen it, and they're super excited. Or if I show them a picture, they're super excited. They get it. The newer ones don't get it because they don't have that comparison, right? This is almost, if you're brand new, this is like kind of what's almost expected. They don't understand what happens to get us to here.
They hope to have the building open to the public in the next couple of months.
2 local photographers shared their images of the Big Sioux River to people attending Thursday's Big Sioux Stewardship Summit in Sioux Falls.
Keloland News chief photographer Kevin Kiergaard and freelance photographer Greg Lotza spoke about the techniques they use in taking pictures of the river and its wildlife. Kiergaard studied the Big Sioux's river otters long before he focused his camera on the critters.
I watched them for 3 weeks before I figured out their pattern. And I knew what time they came to feed. I knew what time they were full. I knew what time they played.
While preparation is key to taking great video of the river, Kiergaard says a little luck doesn't hurt either.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get another Check Your Weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
Okay, weather-wise today, well, it looks like, for the most part, just kind of a cooler day, especially for the folks in the southeast that had a very warm Thursday. But now things are definitely catching up to the rest of KELOLAND. A little sunshine here and there, too. We've already had that clearing trend, and so today's forecast is kind of just a blend of sun and clouds, but a lot of 50s will dominate, a few upper 40s in Rapid City. Some of you are starting the morning with some snow on the ground around Mission and Valentine and some of the Black Hills region as well. So that also just constrains our temperature forecast a little bit. Tomorrow morning, a lot of upper 20s and low 30s to start off Saturday, and it looks like the weather forecast for Saturday afternoon, looking pretty pleasant, mid to upper 50s in Sioux Falls to near 60, and we'll pick up a few 60s out here through Mitchell, Chamberlain, and even Rapid City. I think Easter Sunday overall is still looking pretty good. Now, the southeast will have clouds, and then that'll limit temperatures a little more. So we're going to keep it in the 50s for now, most of the afternoon in Sioux Falls. If the clouds end up being a little bit less, that will directly result in a warmer day. But if you're in Pierre, Rapid City, Aberdeen, Mobridge, it looks much more likely that we'll have 60s on Easter. So that is pretty nice. And then watch that rain in Iowa. There's a good soaker rain coming up through the Hawkeye State. Some of that brushes just a little south and east of Sioux Falls Monday morning. And then after that, it looks like we're back to the 60s. Might see some showers on radar or the clap of thunder there Monday afternoon in the central as another weak system moves through. There is more evidence supporting another run at some active weather late next week. We're going to see this next storm on Easter again. You can see all that moisture south of us, but we're kind of caught in the middle there. So we'll have to kind of wait and see what the weather pattern delivers late next week. And obviously, we need some rainfall. We've been pretty short on that in Sioux Falls locally. And quite honestly, you look at the rest of the month, we're going to need at least 2 inches of rain to get back to normal for the total for the amount of rain we should expect in April. So 7-day forecast, yeah, it's going to start picking up at least a couple of those chances Tuesday, again Thursday. I'm curious too to see if that humidity starts going up later next week. We still have a lot of time on our hands to kind of watch that, but as we look at Aberdeen, it looks like temperature-wise in pretty good shape, mid-60s to around 70. We'll kind of ramp up that chance of rain there Monday night into early Tuesday, and also it looks like for Pierre and Rapid City there will be some rain chances by especially Tuesday of next week, and overall very nice spring-like weather. All right, that's your forecast as we check things out. More details online at KELOLAND.com.